coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. On the visitors' sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year two together in the booth. Off we go in the rain in Landover. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh. And now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. So these are always the most disappointing drives, right? So you get the ball, you're on your opponent's side of the field, and then you go 3 and out. So you take the field, you say, this is a prime opportunity. Come away at least with points, and now they find themselves in a tricky, delicate situation. I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth down.
Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. Throwing now from the gun. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Eckler. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Throwing now. Daniel. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now, a handoff to Eckler. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. For Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. First touchdown pass of his sophomore season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So, Greg, here are the Giants, and here's a team that really needs to start going in the right direction. They've had double-digit losses 7 of the last 8 years, including 3 and 14 a year ago. So what are the pieces to start getting this thing in a much more positive direction?
Well, I think on the positive side, Mike, I think at least on the defensive side of the ball, you're seeing them really start to accumulate some top-tier defensive players. They're young, they're athletic, they're fast. So that's a good thing. But now on the offensive side of the ball, they probably have one of the most interesting quarterback rooms in the entire league, right? They got Jameis Winston, they got Russell Wilson, they draft Jackson Dart. So the question is Russell Wilson the Week 1 starter and the Week 18 starter, or is he just on a short leash until they feel they can get the young rookie up to speed? So I think there's a lot of questions for Brian Daboll in this offensive staff. Who's the quarterback? Is it the short term? Is it the long term? And if so, is one of those quarterbacks capable?
The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Frankie Louvu. He's got his first sack of the season here early in Week 1.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This is taken at the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East. I was always fond of saying you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases. Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feels a different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
Yeah, and it's just such a fun division.
Will Navi live late?
Washington turning it around so quickly. Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn. What a great story that
late
was.
Night.
Of course, with Philadelphia. Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champs. Clearly, towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were the best team, and that's exactly what
Yo, Warrior.
So, if you're at the bottom looking up, unlike some of these other divisions where you say,
I was about to get on Madden 2.
in the NFC East, Mike, there's just not a lot of easy wins.
What's up, Navi?
Especially if you're the Giants.
We talk about history, and sometimes people go back 5 or 10.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in weeks. I usually don't stream at night unless I haven't streamed in a while.
One of these teams goes to visit the other one. It feels like a historic NFL game because of the legacy. That, to me, is why the NFC East is one of the sexiest divisions in all of sports, not just the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. And it has more of kind of like
This my 4th stream.
rivalries. The fans kind of don't hate. They hate each other. They're yelling at each other. They're throwing things at the field. It has a little bit more of a college arch enemy, arch rival type of vibe, and I think that's why it's so fun to football fans all across the league. Whether you're a fan of a team in the East or not, when those two teams are on and they're playing,
Spectating some games.
Here's a third.
And that's good idea to Navi stream sports games at night, fighting games in day.
Operating from the gun.
That's what I do.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
we're starting to see a lot of
I
this
might do that.
Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one.
They're good to get watch time up cause the games are longer.
Of the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during
Especially nighttime. I be tired but want to get on game, not sweat on COD 2K or Madden is relaxing to play when you're playing computer.
I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days,
You missed my ESPN NFL 2K5 stream.
it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if
Yay, I was still at work.
tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less.
I have to check it out.
Kickoff is giving my opponent
Patriots lost but they'll probably win next game. Tom Brady was playing like ass.
Is adjusted. Our overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't.
Now who they played?
Well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes.
Bro turned the ball over so many times, pissed me off.
Offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you got the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to
Dolphins, I think.
let's finish it.
Man, wait till Angel come back. He gon' be like Navi on sports games, haha.
A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow.
Yay, Dolphins was good back then.
For him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Wilson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of of the gun, here's Russ. Oh, the ball's out. It appears one of the Giants, yes, they were able to fall on it, so they keep possession.
Yeah, Tom Brady sold us might be playing for the other team, had like 6 turnovers.
Because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20.
SMH Patriots Spygate again, huh?
So, Greg, here are the Commanders, and could anything change in a year? The way everything...
Spygate scandal lol.
Coaching, quarterback play, future of the franchise, it all just turned around off that great season. Now they got to do it on the field again here this year.
Yeah, and you just can't say enough about Dan Quinn. And you and I, we've sat in a lot of meetings with him over the years, Mike, and when he walks in the room, you just feel good. You feel confident. You feel he's under control. He's just one of those guys that has an aura about him that just makes you say, you know what, that guy's in charge, and I'm just going to go wherever he tells me. And you kind of saw that happen on a roster that I would say was a good roster.
They'll probably win next game, though, I hope, cause they got a good team.
So as they continue to acquire new players, continue to build that roster around Daniel, I'll tell you what, I think they won 12 last year. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hover around that same number and compete to win in what's a difficult division with the Eagles. But when it comes to the end of the season, I think they're going to be...
I still hate how they took away Redskin name from Washington. SMH Commander's name is so lame.
21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 2.
It is.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Daniel gonna throw again. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
If you spectate Redskins on ESPN, you see that name fits better with Washington than Commanders.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here, and our thankfully dry...
I do like the W logo. When did they change? I have a feeling I played a game when they were the Redskins.
Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
I just miss seeing the Indian as the logo Redskins. During the Obama era.
Hey, Scott.
Never mind then.
Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come.
Back when they was saying everything was racism lol.
The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones.
And taking down statues.
He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam.
Washington Honor change name for money. They never cared about people like that. Now. The tackling and hit sticks look very painful on ESPN NFL 2K5. I saw one of the players nearly get speared by prime Roman Reigns.
If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the...
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap.
Oh, that's how it was on ESPN NFL.
The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran.
Out here giving concussions, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside.
This the wrong sport.
The Giants offense trotting back out.
Dude, I swear I be laughing at the dances on Madden this year. I be laughing at myself, lol.
Okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. You could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow is the best player. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Will Harris. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his...
I think ratings and playbooks do play somewhat of a factor in these games when you're spectating somewhat.
A quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill us.
And this on all Madden.
Comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over.
What you mean?
And they start in the best possible situation. It is first and goal. Man in motion is Brown. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down.
Like certain players or teams are just stronger. Yay, I put games on difficult when I spectate.
Here's second and goal. Cross game Merrick will take this one.
Yeah.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
Giants are getting destroyed.
I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away.
And Navi, on this game you have to pay attention to your player. If he gets tired, he will slow down stamina.
The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this is...
Giants have Russell Wilson as QB now. That's what they be doing on 2K, and they can get injured easily too.
I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So, don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there.
Why I be subbing guys in and out on Ultimate once they slow down on routes?
Play action. Now, Wilson. He's got... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the...
They fumbled.
...convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
Had to see a replay.
That one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A carry here for Tracy. And the Giants are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Tracy.
But there is fans trying to bring the Redskin logo back, but I don't think it's enough people to complain to the owner to do that. I can't see the TV that good from here. I think they turned it back.
Get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Looks like you playing in fog in this game.
Taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Austin Eckler and the rest of the Commanders off.
People been complaining for Seattle to get their team back and they still haven't.
Possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels.
I think the weather is random.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
The tight end Ertz in motion. That one tossed right to Eckler. Has an opening past the 40. A terrific run.
In real life in the 80s there was a GIF game between 49ers and Bears in Chicago, I think.
The toss right side, and here's Krusty Merritt. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense.
Yaseniks are coming back to Seattle in like 2029, I heard.
But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west.
I think I told Angel I was playing Madden.
With a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. As he's on.
I hope so. I wonder who'll they get for the expansion draft.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Heard that Angel was wondering when I was coming back to streaming. Now I'm back. I need to message him, lol.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I remember when I was actually playing Madden, I would do Hail Mary plays on 4th down trying to get a touchdown.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
I thought he knew already.
The motion man
Shoot,
here.
Duve did Hail Mary on me in stream, but it was at end of half.
Here's Daniel. That's swung out.
I think off stream it happened.
This one in. Gregory touchdown, Washington. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to...
I think I can't remember if I messaged him. I messaged so many I was back. I be doing it for every fourth down, almost every fourth down. Worst case scenario I miss and the possession turns over.
In front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 20.
I think this game is over.
To start this drive. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Russ. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You got 7 minutes left. I'm glad I took my PS5 now.
Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big play for the Giants.
7:26.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy.
This ain't a premiere no more. We going to the next game. Yay, at least you can stream from PlayStation.
The drive continues.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager.
Yeah, the internet is good at the resort. I'm in at least till I get my own Wi-Fi fixed.
Can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th.
Navi, you know what day they coming to fix it?
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before.
In like right next to the box.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Like the 30th.
Here's Krowski Merritt. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. They'll run it. It's Rodriguez. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Oh damn, okay, 2 days before my birthday July 1st, ha.
Ertz in motion. Man in motion is Brown. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he will not be able to...
I always got a contingency plan though, like Batman.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. The pressure gets...
I know, I remember you told me, I didn't forget.
Chauncey Golston getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now Daniels.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. The rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, the first-round pick, making an instant impact, a sack here in the season opener.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side.
They trying to come back.
Leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On first down, Wilson will get this into the hands of Neighbors. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together.
It's over now, 2 minutes.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. Throw on the run is complete.
Yep, it's over. Giants have to burn timeouts.
For the first down. On third and 1, Wilson. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He finds his tight end, Bellinger.
W stream Navi.
The Giants first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Second and 7.
It be like watching real football. Yay man, I think your sports games at night time would be chill.
On the move is caught. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. And he's been...
It's cool cause I don't have to do much.
Fire all game long. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. That is incomplete.
Yep, that's why I stream them for people to watch like real game with my commentary. I'm saving the new game for tomorrow I got. Yep.
They'll try and throw.
Okay.
With Wilson. The Commanders come up with it. And the defense has to feel good about that. Fourth and goal, they come up.
Yeah, it's over.
And end this drive.
In this case, Mike, the defense is thinking turnover on downs, but in this play, they actually force the turnover in the process and make a huge goal line stand to keep the offense out of the end zone.
The Commanders offense ready for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to
The tackles definitely look softer in this game. Chris Berman voice fumbly.
Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.
They be dropping like little girls.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
Ema definitely gonna be all out for the next Madden game and college football.
our winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.
I'll stick to the old games. I might skip out on MW4 next year. GGS. This how you spectate BTW. Wait, how you spectate on franchise again.
Summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. On the visitor's sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to get this one going. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
This how you do it.
Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Yeah, I did that, but it only did it for a sec, not full game.
You're worried about this kid's potential, but in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on the...
Don't press anything, it says it right there.
Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Here's Kent to return. 43 yards on the...
Okay, Ema, have to check it.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. On 4th down, the Steelers called on Corliss Waitman to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
For sure going to keep the spectating up cause they easy and fast to do. I can just be on my phone.
1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Fields now to throw. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
Yep.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The best games to spectate: Madden 2K and college football and baseball.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hockey 2 cause of the fights.
Like him, you've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
I keep forgetting about hockey and soccer.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Shared ya out.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Appreciate it.
He connects with Freiermuth. Now Rodgers. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, I got soccer too. I'll for sure play the games instead cause I love it.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Yep, like I said, sports games on ya channel at night time would be so chill, bro.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yep, cause I can just chill with chat.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Bro, the hours I played on Madden 3:11 hours lol.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
I got like 700 to 800 hours on 2K.
They'll run with Hall. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's my most played game on PlayStation. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. We're scoreless after
Lol.
one.
Shoot, you should stream 2K. I used to be on NBA 2K20 every day non-stop on my league.
As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field?
I gotta stream it soon. I'm hoping I can do a Twitch stream and have my phone capture it to YouTube so I don't have to get the game again.
Better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
I got my Knicks 2-0 for the season.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
Heard that.
It's a 5-yard game, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra...
Yay, I can't figure out how spectate SMH. I ain't worried about SMH.
Expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with...
Still can't do it.
They just want to move forward and get it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick.
Nope.
Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Will McDonald Able to get in there yet again.
It has force win and stuff, that's it.
In this first half of football.
A 50-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark.
Speaking of, I was using this new mobile recorder and it was so trippy using this VTuber stuff. It follows your movements and everything.
Bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points.
Oh, you gotta make sure you control all the teams. It's kinda tedious to do it.
And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And switch coaches in a menu.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he is tackled inside.
They made it tedious.
To the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We got a game.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays.
Oh no, I ain't doing all that, lol.
1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They work now on 2nd and 9. Fields going to keep it once more.
Yeah, it took me like 5 minutes to set up, but it was worth it.
There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Back to throw, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8.
It's not like 2K where you can just see everyone's game.
Here's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defense is to me.
And spectating won't be in next year Madden either.
Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
I can spectate my fighting games too, but it doesn't look as good only when people are actually playing and doing combos cause the CPU can't D.
Now Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail.
Shortest halftime show.
For the second half.
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On play action, Rodgers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Will McDonald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
to start the drive.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Fields.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Taking on the midfield logo. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Lol.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown.
I'll catch you later, Navi bout be on this Madden.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Metcalf. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to bed after this game. I'm tired.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields now to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Connection made to record.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll give to Hall.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's another Jets.
Now a carry for Allen.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Give to Hall running right.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out come the Steelers. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And they'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
He finds Wilson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A give running right is Hall.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now Fields.
And he completes it to Wilson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run it with Hall off the option. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Allen Lazard from 6 yards away. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
This is first and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Miller on the catch over the middle.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jamie Sherwood.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The New York set to take the field. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.